Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for message and find out what that is. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey, this channel, this ever-growing tribe. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. And for anyone that is new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe down below. With that being said, today we are getting a message from your spirit guides, and we're going to find out what message they have for you today. So spirit guides, what message do you have for the daily dice today? What would you like to come through? Okay, denial. All right, so we're going to put that there. Actually, I'm going to put this up here. We're going to take a look at that later. We have decisions from the higher self with number 11 on the bottom. And let's actually get into it and find out what the dice want to say. So spirit guides, what is the daily dice message that you have for my fellow humans? What would you like them to know today? What is the daily dice message that you have for my fellow humans today? What would you like them to know? Whoa, rolling off the table. Okay, I'm just gonna like switch that up because it was rolling right off the table. So whatever it wants to be on. Dang, look at that dice. Like just... Okay, we're gonna go with it. We've got the 6th house. We've got Libra energy and we've got the moon. We've got a lot going on today already. This is the first daily dice of the day. So we're just gonna see what happens. We're looking at health. There's something here that you're denying about your health or your routine. I want to bring balance into this, okay? There's this energy of feeling like you have to carry so much on your shoulders, right? Like you have to do everything by yourself, or you're the only person that's able to do this. And it's like, even if you have like a job where you have coworkers, it's like, it's always up to you to make sure that it's all done. It's always up to you to make sure that it's completed, or that it's like, you know, when you were in school and you had like a group project, I always hated group projects because I always felt like there was one person who did all the work while everyone else slacked off. That's that type of feeling that this is giving me here. But you feel like there's like a sense of gullibility that's coming out as well, and that your emotions are convincing you that you have to do something more than what it is that you're doing. That's what it feels like here. Like, oh my gosh, you're not doing enough, or oh my gosh, you're not, you know, creating enough, or oh my gosh, you're not being enough. And so I feel like you're always putting it on you to make sure that you get XYZ done, and you're not taking enough breaks, and you're not actually stepping back to assess, how do you feel right now? How do you feel in this moment? And I feel like that's the thing that your spirit guides really want to talk about today. But let's see what comes out with the tarot. And we'll get some more oracles on it as well. It's been a rough week for myself, guys. So if this is for you, I feel you. I know how it goes. But let's see what comes through. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for my fellow humans? What more would you like to say in regards to this? Okay, thank you. Yeah, it feels like you're worried about things not panning out. Like, you know, if you're going to actually complete this here, there's a sense of not seeing the truth before you. It's like, oh my gosh, like if I don't complete this, it's going to be bad on me. It's going to be a tarnish against my name. Yeah, okay. Thank you. And they're saying that no, you have absolutely worked hard and created a situation for yourself where people see you. Okay, yeah, you've outgrown this. You've outgrown this belief system. You've moved on from this. It's definitely weighing on your mind, though. And then, okay, family situations. You've outgrown this. This could be family that's actually creating a lot of havoc for you, a lot of dissonance in your life right now, or convincing you that you have to be doing more than what you're doing, or that you're not doing enough. and that you're not, creating enough, or that you're not making enough, or whatever the situation is, right? And with the sixth house, even though this is like coworkers, daily routines, your habits, right? So it feels like here you've outgrown this thought process or this belief that you have to follow in your family footsteps when it comes to what your daily routine is. And so you're slowly moving on from that. But there's also, I feel like, parts of your old self that keep trying to convince you to go back. So what they're saying is that it's so important for you to set these solid boundaries so that you can move forward, so that you can move beyond this type of energy. And I feel like this has to do with the money that you're making. There's also a sense of anger that's coming out here, but I do get this energy that your guides are like trying to push you. Like, it's okay for you to be transparent. It's okay for you to be honest. It's okay for you to be open, but we still need you to move beyond this situation. We still need you to take care of yourself. We still need you to set solid boundaries and be honest about how you feel in this situation with yourself. Whether you open up about that with others, it's okay. Like I said, transparency is key here with the people who matter. But I do feel like in this, the main thing is to be transparent with yourself. Like, are you being completely honest with yourself, or are you denying something here, not speaking a truth to yourself here? Okay, so let's see what else comes out. Spirit guides, what more would you like to say in regards to this message? You have a lot going for you here, okay? Like, there's a lot coming through for you. And I feel like it's just difficult sometimes when you're dealing with difficult individuals, whether that's in your family, in your friends, at work, whoever this may be. Yeah, like early learning, childhood, relations, the rational mind, and communication. There's something here that's really difficult for you to communicate to someone because of how you were raised. Like, it's like if speaking up is talking back, like, it's difficult for you to speak up. It's difficult for you to say something here. And they're saying that it's okay for you to be honest about whatever it is that's going on. Like, don't try to convince yourself that it's not what it really is just so that you can keep the peace. Right? There's no need to keep a peace in a situation that's just not serving you right now, because you do feel like there's a lot of resistance here. And that there's also another energy that's coming in that's very like, they're trying to make you feel like you're not smart enough or wise enough to handle them. Yeah, South Node destined to release. This has got to go. This has got to go. It's hard. It's hard. I actually just posted a difficult podcast in regards to something like this as well. And, it's like, no matter how hard we try, sometimes it's just, we deal with parts of the journey that are heavy and very, there's like so much going on in that heaviness, and it's like, how do we still move beyond that? And that's where boundaries come in. And no matter how far you get on this journey, like, you're still going to be human, and to give yourself grace for that, right? We have drum with dream and journey. Like, you've got a dream that you're trying to realize, and I feel like that's the message that your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Like, follow that dream. Like, don't worry about these other people. Don't get caught up in their mess. Like, if it affects you, it affects you, but be honest with yourself, right? It's like, oh my gosh, like, they were gossiping about me today. So rather than trying to figure out what it was they were gossiping about you and getting so caught up in that, just be like, you know what? If that's how they're going to show up, then I don't have the time nor the energy to convince everybody that what they're saying is wrong or right about me. Let them believe what they want, because I got something else I have to focus on here. And that's just how it has to be, right? Like, we have trader here, exchange energy to create abundance. And I love that this came out on the bottom, because this is showing, like, if you're exchanging your energy to focus on what it is that they're saying about you, or trying to get back at them, or trying to get, revenge or hold a grudge on them, you're exchanging precious energy that you can't come to create this abundance. And so they're saying, instead of using that energy to focus on them and what they're doing and how they're showing up, come back to this place of creating abundance and really lean into what's important for you. All right, I do feel like they want me to get one of these cards too. Let's get one of these cards out. Spirit guides, what more would you like to say? Okay, Two-Faced. There's a grip of cards here. We have Two-Faced, Interconnection, and Venom of Doubt. Wow. Right? Sometimes showing only part of ourselves to the world. Guard vulnerability wisely. We have interconnection. Listen to your inner voice in decision making and daily interactions. Trust your intuition. And then we also have venom of doubt. You will encounter deceptive information that could poison your decision making. Seek the truth and rely on verified sources. Yeah, so there's someone here who's trying to convince you that you're not worthy of following your dreams, or that maybe you're not doing it the way that it should be done, or whatever. Like, there's just interjections that are coming in. That's what I kept feeling. But look, on the bottom, you're moving towards freedom of independence. Your freedom stems from independence. Control your finances for security and don't rely on others. Take care of yourself at this time. So we have deeper insights at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. Okay, so take time to reflect. And then also we have, look, this is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dared to dream. And we have dream again. So whatever it is that you're dreaming about, that's what your spirit guides really want you to focus on. We're going to read this one from the book and see what it has to say further. 35. Confusion, distortion, ignorance, and compromise. And I feel like these are all definitely energies that you might be running into with another person here in your family. Your divine healers are here to help you take off your blinders and more honestly assess the difficulties in your relationships. Although you prefer to believe that ignorance is bliss, the truth is that denial is not a genuine form of protection against unhappiness. Your guides gently ask you to summon the courage to honestly address the real problems that exist in your relationships. As difficult as they may be, until you do so, there's no chance that these problems will ever heal. So, for example, admit when your best friend isn't just tipsy, but rather is regularly drunk. Or admit, at least to yourself, that it's when your son says he can't find a job, it's because he isn't looking that hard. Or that even when your partner says that he must work late every single night for months, that an affair or other digression is going on. Most important, acknowledge with compassion what you might be hiding from yourself or your loved ones, your fears, addictions, excuses, and failures. Realize what your mind blots out, your heart knows. So does everyone else. In other words, when you're in denial, you're only kidding yourself. Your divine healers want you to admit these unpleasant realities, because until you do, you'll be stuck with them and the chaos they bring. Not every unpleasant reality needs to be challenged or changed, though. Sometimes it's best to compromise or let things be. If your partner is generally sloppy, for example, but is otherwise a gem, let it go. However, if your partner is serious trouble or vice versa, you're only harming yourself and others and perpetuating the problem by denying it. The message here is take off the blinders and be open to the truth about others and yourself. Only then can you address and heal the problems. And that's exactly the energy that I was getting this whole reading. It's so important for you right now to be very honest with yourself. What are you experiencing and what do you feel? Because when you are honest with what you feel, then you'll be able to move and to navigate the situation from a much higher perspective. And like I said today on my podcast that's coming through once again here, it's like, to be human is to experience everything. So if you're experiencing sadness or tears or anger or frustration with this, being honest with yourself is the best way to work through those emotions so that you can clear yourself of the heaviness of that and continue to focus on what is working for you and to walk towards your dream. Your guides really want you to focus on your dreams and making them a reality, because you have so much bigger things to attend to than focusing on these small time problems with family that one day aren't really going to matter that much, even though right now they're weighing heavily on your shoulders, which is absolutely understandable. Okay, so this is what I have for you here. If you feel like this is your reading, leave the little spiritual intuition eye down below and say, I choose to open up and be completely honest with myself, letting go of what is holding me back so that I can move forward to the future I've dreamed of. And if it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you're to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links in the description box in order to do so. You can email me for a personal reading. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at Scatter Love Radio. You can even join as a member, and I would love to see you on memberships. But if not, thank you so much for your continued support here. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here and get on out of here, but I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, my spirit guides, and give a special shout out to the spirit guides that came through today. And until next time, stay human. Bye.